Hey guys, Rich Basine here, your YouTube vlogger and creator. I got a question for you. Can new YouTubers use camcorders to make videos for YouTube? Well, I got four camcorders here, and I'm going to talk a little about each one, and then if you could stay to the end of the video, you could check out ChatGPT, what they have to say about this here. So without further ado, we're going to get right to this. So stick around, please. Okay. What I have here, I can't see them all. I got to get to the bigger desk, folks. I got four Handycam cameras here, and I just want to talk a little about them. Okay. Believe it or not, I believe, I can't be 100% sure that these date back to the late 90s, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. And just to give you a heads up, all three of these here, you see here, these three right here are all from a thrift store. These are thrift store bought cameras. Okay, I'm going to talk a little about them, and I'm going to do another video about how to import the data from here. These are our micro cassettes here. Some of these are like the i8s, whatever. You'll see what I'm talking about, with DVs, the small ones, the mini cassettes. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to talk a little about them. I don't want to keep this video super long, but I'm going to do another video probably later on within a week or so, whatever, probably maybe tomorrow or whatever, depending on when I get through with this one here. And I'm going to show you how to import this here, or one of these cameras. And the software I'm going to be using is going to be the Cyberlink Power Director 21 Ultimate. Okay, so just want to put that out there. I'm going to give you the models on this here. These are all, just give you a heads up, these are all Sony Handycams. As far as I know, they're all Handycams, right? Yes, they're all Handycams. I love Sony products, by the way, just in case you guys are wondering. Yeah, I do. I love Sony products. I have even a Sony digital still cameras I use to take my photos and stuff like that. Somebody asked me, would you ever upgrade? Right now, I don't really need to upgrade anything at this point in time. I like people say you use old stuff, but I do have the iPhone 8, which I use over here. I use that to do my YouTube shorts, and you can't see it over here, but I do have, I'll take it off here anyway. It's the iPhone 5S. Sometimes I use these here, or one of these, well, this one here is basically YouTube shorts. Either one I could use. But this one here, sometimes I could use this as a webcam, but I already have 5 webcams. But I do use this on occasion as a webcam. There's a software program called Let's View, and you connect it under, you download the app on here and on your desktop, and it connects, and this becomes then, what do you call it there, a webcam, and it's the iPhone 5S, okay? So we're not here to talk about that. We all know that you can shoot videos with the iPhones, or any iPhone, Android, iPhone, whatever. But for argument's sake, right now, I want to talk a little about these cameras, and then I'm going to close this video out, and just going to tell you little features about them. I'm not going to get into all the specs because it'd be too long, the video. I'm just going to tell you the little basics about it. Okay, tell you the model and make or whatever, and its functionality, like what you could do with it. Okay, first off, let's start off with this one right here. We'll work our way back to the newer ones. Well, I call them newer. These here are newer. These are the older guys. These are the oldies but goodies. All right, both of these Handycams are made in Japan. Very well made. Okay, very well made. As you can see here, all of these here come with remote control outside of this guy. This little guy don't come with remote control. Okay, but this one does. But we'll get back to that one. That's one I personally bought. Anyway, yeah, they come with remote control. Here's the cables that go with it. Okay, and basically what you would do is you would plug this in here. But we'll get to that in a second. All right. This model here, for in case you guys are wondering what the model is, I got to use a magnifying glass here because my eyes are not like they used to be. This is a TCR-TRV10, and this is it's got a Carl Zeiss lens in there. It's 120x digital zoom, super steady shot. What's nice about this one here, this has a color viewfinder, and it lifts up and it slides out like that. See. I like the old technology, to be truthfully honest with you. And this guy here is heavy. It's got some weight to it. Not a lot heavy, but it's got some weight to it. And it comes with a hot shoe. For those who don't know, I didn't know for a long time, while I started getting involved with cameras and stuff. When you see the little brass fittings in here, that's a hot shoe. That means you could plug a light in there. You could plug a light in there. You could also plug a microphone in there, okay? Because it'll power it up. That's what the hot shoe's all. That's why I call it hot shoe. As opposed to this guy here, if you ever wonder what a cold shoe is, this is a cold shoe. You would just slide the thing in there, whatever, put it in there. If it's an external mic or maybe a battery-operated light, you could do that as well. That's what you call a cold shoe. This is a hot shoe and that's a cold shoe. This camera doesn't have neither hot shoe nor cold shoe. It's basically like a point and shoot video. You open it up and it opens automatically. This guy here has this one here has a hot shoe too. I don't want to keep skipping around, but this guy has a hot shoe as well. We'll talk a little about it, and like I said, I'm going to close the video up because I'm going to do a video to show you from point A to B how to import the data from here onto your desktop or the video editing software, and then we'll see how the videos come out. You guys be the judge for yourself. Okay. All right. So let me talk a little about this here. As you can see, the older models, this one here, like I said, comes with the remote control. But these older model ones here, whoops, they come with the remote control, believe it or not. And you can always tell the device in some cases if you don't. Whenever it's a remote control device, you'll see like it's got this shiny, you can't see too much, but it's like a reddish color here, but very dark red, whatever. That's usually infrared. That's, when you want to connect it, make it go on and off, whatever. And this features here on this Sony remote control. These two are exactly the same. I could switch them around. Whoops. I could switch these around. They'll work because they're proprietary to these cameras. Okay. And anyway, it'll have information on there. It'll tell you power, photo, display, search mode, data code, whatever. It's got a whole bunch of things there. The zoom in, zoom out, and a record button on, off, whatever. It's got some features like that. So it's a pretty good, in that regard, it's pretty good. I could set this up on a tripod and videotape me sitting down here talking about it, or anywhere for that matter of fact. What's nice about this camera, let me just show you the recording stuff where it records on, the data. Okay, when you pop it open, it'll pop up like this here, and it's a little mini DVD. That's what it is. See that, guys? That's what it is. And it says over here DMV 60, so that would be a 60-minute cassette right there. It's a little guy. It's small. Okay. And whenever you're putting these things in, folks, don't close it right. Give this a little chance to do it. Close it like this, gentle if you could. Sometimes it gives you a little hard time. And let it go down. Make sure you keep this because you don't want this to, you don't want to damage the little motor in there. Okay. And then you can close it up. Once it's all the way settled down, then you can close it up. What's nice about this camera here is it's old. You can see it's faded over here, but man, it's got some weight to it though. This thing works great. What's nice about this one here is this one here has a memory card here, a memory stick. So when you push it open, you hit this little button here. This pops out, and then you hit this button here, and then you have the memory stick, the Sony memory stick that pops out. Now, people wondering in some cases, do you use that to you do videos on there? I think you could, but for the most part, it's basically for still shots. Now, if anyone's going to ask when you're taking a still shot how it's going to come out, it's not going to come out like a top-rated Sony. I like Sony DSLR cameras. I can't afford one right just yet, but in due time, I will probably eventually get one. But for argument's sake, right now, I'm going to keep what I have. I'm on a strict budget right now, but the photo quality is probably not going to come out that perfect on them. I haven't really checked that part out of it, but I mean, this camera came with the thing in here, so I just wanted to share it with you. All right. It's got some other little features to it. When you're getting ready to play your video, you're going to get the lights that light up over here. This is a little Christmas tree here, right? You see the lights? And basically what they say, this is stop, rewind. You can't see the word because it's too bright. Play, forward, and then it's got over here pause, okay? And that's when you're doing the that's when you're doing the VCR. That's when you're going to do this here. I'll have to, like I said, I'm going to show you from A to B. I know there are some people out there are some YouTube creators out there that they'll tell you, put it out there and say, well, this is what you got to use, but I want to actually show you how they actually work in conjunction with one another. This little guy here, this one here is the, I got to use a magnifying glass again. another Japanese made one. This is the DCR-PC1, in case you guys are wondering. This is a nice little camera too. It's got the Carl Zeiss, they're both Carl Zeiss lenses on here. Okay, and this one here, I don't know if I showed it to you. When this screen here is pretty big, let me just open this real quick here if I can do this here, just to show you what it looks like. This one's got a nice size screen on there. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? Nice size screen. All right, it's got all your little features in here. You know, over here it's got your brightness buttons here, right? And it's got the volume up and down. Okay, like that there. And this is your battery source right here. And here's the battery. Okay, and again, like I said, this has got a color viewfinder, which is pretty cool, and that goes up and down like that. So we got that one here. This little guy, same thing. This little one here has a lot of weight to it. Like I said, I don't know, it's made well. It feels like they got lead in there. But this one here has got the little screen like that. All right, and again, it's got some features in here too. It's got a little pad here, a little touch pad of all different little functionality things you could use with it. Okay, little thing turns around, of course. If you want to take the backwards, you know, turn it around, reverse it, whatever. Same thing with this one as well. This one here, on the other hand, does not have a memory card. What you see here is basically it does the same thing like the other one. Where is it over here? Let me go over here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Same thing. This is how you would open it up. And you pop it out. It's got the same little thing like that. Little card, little cassette. Yeah, it's the same features, same thing. You put it in that way there, like that, and you just push it very well. Make sure it's like that there, and you just push it gentle, and wait for it to go down, and that's that. Yeah, this is a nice little one here. You got all your little connections here, right over here. If you have to plug them in, headphone. If you want to do a record here, again, like I said, this is a cold shoe. Feature here. I could put a battery operated. Well, I got a mic I picked up the other day. A boom mic that I could slide it in here, and it would plug in right over here in one of these little connections here. Okay, even though it's older technology, which this is, but it still works great, guys. It still works great. And the same thing. This comes with a microphone, remote control. It's come with the cables too. Now, if you're wondering what these cables are. Back in the older days, I don't know, maybe they have them on the new TVs. I have an older TV, I have a Panasonic, and it's got them right in the front, 3 color codes. You're probably saying, well, this guy's ancient, right? No, but it's true. On my TV, it's an old Panasonic. My two main products I like electronics is Panasonic and Sony. Those are my favorite electronics. And as far as like for computers, I love my HP products. But anyway, what you would do is you would plug this into the, in here, in the front here, or right in front, and then you would plug this into the TV. It's all color coded, and then when you hit the VCR button, you hit the play button. That's when you could see your videos. Okay, so yes, if you're wondering if the answer to whether you could use all of these cameras today to make videos, the answer is yes. And like I said, if you could stick around till the end of the video, I want to play ChatGPT, and it'll tell it'll get a little more into it in regards to can you still use camcorders today to make videos for YouTube. So, all right, let's go with this guy right here. This one here, again, I picked up at the thrift store. Nice little one, nice and clean. This one here is the let me just give you the model number in case you're wondering. It is the DCR-SR47, and it's got a hard disk drive in here, so there's no media format, cassettes or anything like that there to record. It does it right over here. This is the hard drive, I believe, right over here. This is where all your data is going to be stored, and it goes over here. It says 60 optical zoom, 60 plus. It says 60 times optical zoom, 60 gigabyte, up to 45 hours. You can see it right there. You can read that there for yourself. See that, guys? Yeah. And what's nice about this here too, I believe, has a Carl Zeiss lens. When you hit the little lever over here, it'll come up there. I think it says it right there, Carl Zeiss. All right. And when you slide open the little thing there. Boom, here it is. Very basic. You don't have that many functionality, you know, keys here for functionality. It's menu driven too. If you hit the thing there, it'll drive it. You can't see, it's too bright. But here it's menu driven as well. Okay, so this is a touch screen. Okay, nice little camera. Again, you know, thrift store find. Again, there's no medium here with that there. Just it's all hard drive. And you know, this one here comes with the cable. It'd be the same thing if I was going to import it. This is the cable I'm going to use. I'm going to show you how it's done though, folks. Don't worry about it. I'm going to show you how it's done. Let's move these guys to the side here. Just the older guys here. And then I'm going to talk about my camera. Now this camera here, I don't know exactly the date. I didn't look it up, but I can tell you this much. I bought this camera back in 2005. Okay, I'll just put it that way. It's either 2004 or 2005 I bought this camera. Good camera, heavy. I think feeling of it, it's probably, I would think it weighs about close to 2 pounds. It's a heavy camera to, you know, to hold. If you, I put this on a tripod because my hand would get tired. It is a very heavy camera. I don't know if this thing was made in Japan too. Let me see some here. Because some of the things with Sony was made in China, but I'm just wondering if this, yeah. Oh, this is made in Japan too. Okay. Just in case you guys are wondering, this is the, it's a Sony DCR-TRV340. Okay, this one I purchased brand new. I bought it back in the day when I bought it back then. This was, I think, under $1,000. This camera here, this video camera. I still use it today. This has night vision on it. I'm not sure if this one has night vision too. I think this has night vision. I'm not sure. Yeah, and this older guy here, this one over here, the one I was showing earlier, this has night vision too on it. Believe it or not, this one don't. You know, this camera here don't, but this one does. This has night, yeah, this one's got night vision, and so does this. This again, like I said, is a hot shoe on it. You can see the brass in there. That's a hot shoe. This one here does 700X. Okay, 700X. Now this battery I put in there, I picked this battery up when I was charging up. It looked like it said 4 hours and 55 minutes. It was like almost 5 hours battery. But I mean, I'm not going to be doing that much, videotaping. But that's good to know, you know. The screen on here, however, is not that big, as you can see. So this one's a lot bigger than this screen. But you know, it works. It works. You know. You got your buttons in here. Nothing over here. You got your volume in here and stuff like that. And then you got the other buttons on top here. The pause, the record, stop, you know, that type of thing there. Here you just slide over to go to night vision. You get night vision on the camera. Really nice camera. Really, like I said, I take care of my stuff. This one here, like this camera, this has a memory stick. You just push in and it pops out. And here you got a Sony memory stick right here. Okay. And it goes right in there in that slot. Make sure I put it in the right way here. There you go. It's funny. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and this one here has it like that. This one here is not color. Okay, this is not a color one. Just slides like that. And same thing with this one. I don't know if I showed you this one here. This one pops out too. If you want to make the eyepiece extended here. And they got the rubber coating around it. Yeah. They're all nice cameras. They all work great. The other thing I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. Of course, it comes with the remote control and it comes with the cables. Okay. That's basically all I can tell you on this here right now. Like I said, I don't want to keep these videos too long, folks. I will pick a video out, a camera, which I'm going to do it on, you know, as far as the video, and I'll show you how that works. The thing that's going to make all the magic happen, where you can import your data, or I should say your video content, it's going to be with this little device right here. And let me show you, if you want to buy one of these here. Okay, it is called the Diamond One Touch Video Capture. Now, if you buy this here, of course, make sure, I know it's just throwing it out there, make sure you upload the driver software to this here in order to make it work. Okay, and this here, you get the booklet here too with it. It comes with the cables, I think, too, if I'm not mistaken. These came with it. This is the little device right here, is what's going to import your data onto your video editing software. And what you would do is you would plug this into your computer and the USB port, if you have one there, hopefully. And you would take any one of these here, if I was going to take this wire here, this cable for this camera here, it's all color coded, right? You match them all up, plug it in. This piece here, if I'm going to do the video on this camera, would go right in here, right? See right over here, we go into this one right here, and you would just plug it in, and then there's another step to it here. So I don't want you to think, oh, you just plug it in, that's it. No, there's another step to it. I will show you that. I'll show you guys that there when I do the video on how to import your data or your recording in here. I'll show you that there when I do that video, okay? And the exporting, of course, is when you're going to export it to YouTube or TikTok, whatever, depending on what kind of video editing software you use. Now, this particular medium format is a little different here. Like this, when you open this up, you remember the other ones were little mini DVDs. This guy here pops out. This one here is the 8mm. As you can see, it's a bigger cartridge, okay? And from what I'm looking here, it looks like it's got the OG. I would think that's 112 minutes. That's what I believe it is, 112 minutes on this here. So that's quite a bit of recording time on here. As far as I know, that's what I believe that stands for. Same thing, you know, you pop it in, very gentle. You know, you don't have to. There you go. Make sure it locks in there. Make sure that door stays there, because you don't want these little pins to get caught in there. You'll damage the motor in there. Okay. And then once it sets up like that, it's fully down. Then you just close this guy up like that. This one here, really quick, does not have, I don't think it's got the Carl Zeiss there. What it has over here says Sony Video Lens Optical. Okay, see right there, guys? And let me move it back a little. See that? Sony Video Lens. Okay, that's what it's got. Same thing too. You know, it's got the remote control and the cables, of course. Yeah, so that's what you get with this. Again, I bought this brand new. Yeah, you gotta get the manuals. I got the software that came with it. Okay. So that's basically it. All right. That's all I want to share with you guys right now. These are the cameras I have. I'm going to pick one of them out to do the video to show you how to import it. So I hope you guys will check that video out. Boop, there I am. Right up here, you can see where my mouse is moving. I typed in here, can new YouTubers, you guys out there, use camcorders to make videos for YouTube? And you could read it if you want, but I'm going to have this program that comes with Windows Home Edition. That's my operating system, and Windows 10. It's called Read Aloud. So I'm going to mute my mic, let it read it. Or if you don't want to hear the person talking about it, that's fine, okay? But check this out, okay? I'm going to mute my mic, and then we're going to close this video out at the end of this here.
Can new YouTubers use camcorders to make videos for YouTube? Absolutely. New YouTubers can use camcorders, smartphones, DSLRs, mirrorless cameras, or practically any video recording device to make videos for YouTube. The type of camera you choose to use primarily depends on your content, budget, and preference. Here are some reasons why camcorders might be a good choice. Ease of use. Camcorders are designed primarily for video recording, making their features often more straightforward than the hybrid photo-video features found on DSLRs or mirrorless cameras. Long recording times. Many camcorders can record for extended periods without overheating or shutting down, which is useful for long-form content or events. Zoom range. Many camcorders come with built-in zoom lenses that offer a greater range than typical interchangeable camera lenses, which can be beneficial for certain shooting scenarios. Audio input. A good number of camcorders come with a microphone input, allowing for better audio quality with the use of external microphones. Stabilization. Camcorders often have good built-in stabilization for handheld shots. Form factor. The ergonomic design of many camcorders makes them comfortable to hold for longer periods. Storage. Camcorders often support longer recording durations on their storage media than some other cameras. However, there are some factors to consider. Sensor size. Many consumer-grade camcorders have smaller sensors compared to DSLRs or mirrorless cameras. This can affect low light performance and depth of field control. Video quality. While many camcorders offer HD and even 4K recording, the overall video quality, like color reproduction, dynamic range, may not always match higher-end DSLRs or mirrorless systems. Interchangeable lenses. Most camcorders don't allow you to change lenses, limiting creative flexibility compared to DSLRs or mirrorless cameras. Low light performance. As mentioned, the smaller sensor in many camcorders can lead to inferior low light performance. Price. Professional camcorders can be expensive, but there are budget-friendly options that still offer good quality for new YouTubers. In conclusion, if you're just starting out, the most important thing is the content you produce rather than the equipment you use. As you grow and understand your requirements better, you can invest in equipment that suits your specific needs. Many successful YouTubers started with basic equipment and gradually upgraded over time.
Well, that's basically all I wanted to share with you guys. I will be doing another video. I know which camera I'm going to pick out. I picked one of them, and I'm going to show you from point A to point B how it is. It's pretty cut and dry. I think you guys are going to, you'll get a takeaway from it. That's the most important thing. When I put out videos, I hope you guys get a takeaway from it. And if you do, if you like the content, you like me as a creator, I hope you guys, will keep coming back for more. And better yet, if you could hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. If you want to be notified so when I post out new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. So be on the lookout for that video. It'll be coming out, I don't know, maybe in a day or so, whatever. I got to see, how my scheduling is, but it will be a follow-up to this one here. And as I always like to say in closing, if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel or you already have an established YouTube channel, I am wishing you guys all the best of luck, the best of success. Don't listen to the naysayers. Go out there, make those videos because people will watch those videos. They will. I know this for a fact because they're watching mine. And they're going to watch mine. They're definitely going to watch yours as well. And remember, I'll leave you with this. The 5 things I always say when it comes to creating videos. Keep it real. Keep it original. Let your channel grow organically. And don't forget good thumbnails and titles. Do those 5 things and you should be on your way. Your YouTube channel should be set, good to go. Let's put it that way. All right. I'll talk to you guys the next time. Rich Pacini signing off. Bye-bye for now, guys.